The disappearance of Nurse Lillian Cross ***. A quiet shift turns eerie. Lillian Cross was the kind of person everyone in Maple Hollow knew, or at least thought they did. At 32, she'd spent nearly a decade as a nurse at St. Bridget's Community Clinic, caring for the sick, sitting beside the lonely, and comforting families during their darkest hours. Her gentle smile and calm voice made her one of the most loved figures in town. In a place where everyone knew everyone, Lillian was more than a nurse. She was a friend, a confidant, and a quiet source of strength. So when she didn't show up for her Saturday morning shift on April 15th, 2021, Maple Hollow froze. A nurse missing? Unthinkable. By noon, concern turned to panic. Her silver Corolla was found abandoned beside Deer Creek. Driver's door ajar, keys still inside, and her phone glowing dimly on the passenger seat. Secrets beneath the surface. At first, police suspected a random act of violence. Maybe a carjacking or a drifter passing through town. The scene looked simple. Too simple. Detective Aaron Holt, who'd known Lillian since childhood, led the case. "Someone here knows something," he told reporters. But as his team examined her phone, the first crack appeared in Maple Hollow's perfect image. Late-night text messages, hundreds of them, from a contact saved as *Evan R. The tone was desperate, emotional, secretive. One message read, "You promised you'd leave her." Another, "I can't keep living like this." Evan R. was identified as Dr. Evan Halpern, Lillian's supervisor at the clinic, a married man, a father of two, a respected member of the community. When questioned, Dr. Halpern admitted to the affair but swore it had ended weeks earlier. "She was emotional," he said quietly, "but she wasn't the kind of woman to hurt herself." Still, Detective Holt wasn't convinced. The shocking discovery. 2 weeks later, a fisherman found a white sneaker tangled in the reeds near the creek. It matched what Lillian wore that night. Not far from it lay a clinic-issued blanket, stained with blood. Forensic tests confirmed 2 DNA profiles, Lillian Cross and Dr. Halpern. A search warrant for the Halpern home turned up more chilling evidence. A tarp with blood traces in the garage, and a single gold earring pressed into the floor mat of his SUV. The town erupted with suspicion. Had their beloved doctor killed the woman who trusted him most? Then came a confession that no one expected. Late one evening, Melissa Halpern, the doctor's wife, walked into the sheriff's office. Her voice trembled as she said, "I followed them that night. I just wanted to know the truth. I didn't mean for any of this to happen." According to Melissa, she confronted Lillian by the creek after discovering the affair. The argument turned heated. Lillian threatened to go public. In a sudden burst of anger, Melissa struck her with a flashlight. Realizing what she'd done, she called her husband for help. Together, they moved Lillian's body and buried her near an old logging trail outside town. Aftermath. When investigators finally found Lillian's remains, Maple Hollow went silent. Neighbors avoided each other. The clinic closed, and every newspaper headline carried the same question. How could love turn into something this dark? Melissa Halpern was sentenced to 15 years in prison for manslaughter. Dr. Evan Halpern received 8 years for obstruction of justice and evidence tampering. Detective Holt retired soon after the case. In a rare interview, he said quietly, "We spent weeks looking for a stranger, but sometimes evil doesn't come from outside town. It's born right here, behind familiar doors." Every spring, white lilies still appear by the creek, a silent tribute to the nurse who once healed others, but couldn't escape the secrets that destroyed her.